Jazzbricks here with Go Guitar Live. Today working on The Joker by the Steve Miller Band. It's from 1973 and it's a great acoustic strumming song. I think you're really going to enjoy it. So let's get started. Okay, first thing you have to do, very important, if you noticed in the intro, my guitar sounded very low. So what he has done with his guitar is actually tune the entire thing down an entire step. So a half step would be E down to D sharp or E flat. But we're actually going to go from a whole, so if you don't know what whole steps and half steps are, a half step would be 1 fret and then a whole step would be 2 frets. So if we tune from E, your low E string is now going to be D. Your A string is going to go all the way down to G. Your D string is going to go down to C. Your G string will go down to F. Your B string will go all the way down to A. And your high E string will go down to D, just like the top one. So again, that is D, G, C, F, A, D. So you'll need to retune your guitar, and what you'll notice with your guitar this low, you're going to get probably some fret buzz. I definitely do on this guitar. Most guitars aren't set up for that low of tuning. The tension of the strings are too loose, and so you're getting a lot of rattle. Now if you don't want to retune your guitar, you could play this in standard tuning and you'd be fine. It might be a little more difficult to catch on to what I'm learning or I'm teaching you, but I think you'll get the idea. It's only 3 chords. If you just want to strum it, you'll be fine with just your regular G, C, and D. And in fact, when I say G, C, and D, I'm just going to imagine my guitar's tuned normally when I talk here, because now that we've changed the tuning, it's not G anymore. This is now F. So I'm not gonna get too crazy about what key I'm actually playing in right now, and I'm just gonna stick to these because you know the shapes really is what it is: G, C, and D. Okay, so let's go over the intro. I think that's probably one of the big things that people notice, and he really just starts singing the song. Right off, you have the drum beat, da, 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 and then he starts, some people call me a space cowboy. So there's a riff in the background. I think that's a really important riff, something that you'll want to learn, and it really follows the verses. And the bass does it, and I hear the acoustic guitar doing it as well. It's really an acoustic song. It does have an electric guitar solo in there, but for right now, we're just going to cover the acoustic. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully, if your guitar's been retuned, it's going to sound just the way I'm playing it. Otherwise, just try to follow along in standard tuning. So here we go. We're going to start, and if you heard the intro, it kind of goes. I'm going to pick over here. Usually I would pick back here, but for right now I'm picking up here just so you can see what I'm doing. So I want to pick that top string, the E string, the low, and remember, I'm not going to talk about the new tuning. Your lowest string, I'll say it's 6. The 6th string, right here. Remember, we always count from smallest to biggest, so the 6th string. And we're going to go to the 3rd fret, right here, on the 6th string. Okay, so if you're in standard tuning, it sounds like this. But for right now, we're going to go like this. And then it's going to go a hammer-on. So if you don't know what a hammer-on is, basically like I'm going to hit this 5th string, my A string here, and I'm going to hit it with my pick once, and I'm going to slam my finger down, hammer on to the guitar. And if you hear that, I get 2 notes with 1 pick stroke. Really important. Make sure you're not doing this. 2 pick strokes. 1 pick stroke. Slam that finger down, get that good tone. Okay. So what's going to happen? 3, 3 on the top string, and then 0, 2 hammer on the A string, and then quickly we're going to go to 3, 3 on that same string. So far, so you can get the rhythm for that. There's a little little tiny rest right after that. Same right after that one too, little tiny rest. Now we're going to do another hammer-on the D string, and we're going to play that same string open after that, twice. Hammer-on, 0 to 2 on the D string, and then open. So far, 3-3, hammer-on, 3-3 on the same string you just hammered on, and then hammer-on the D string to 2, and then open. 3-3, 0-2, hammer on, 3-3, 0-2, and then 0-0. Okay. Alright, now we're ready for the next part. We're going to go back to the A string and we're going to hit that same hammer on. The A string, 2nd fret, hammer on. Open, 2. And then we're going to go, pay attention to this. So we're going to use some up, down, down, up and down strokes. We're going to go 3, we're going to do 4 3. So that's down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we're going to, on the same string, the A string, we're going to go down to 2 and hit it twice, just a down, up. So we had a hammer on, and then 4 3s, down, up, and then 2 2s. And then top string, 0 2, and then 2 3s. So recap, here we go. 3 3 top, 0 2 next string, hammer on, and then 3 3. Next string is a hammer on, and then open, and then the next back to the A string, and we're gonna do a hammer on, 0 2, and then here you go, our 4 3s and 2 2s. 1 2 3 4, 1 2, and then 2 3s on the top. So far what that sounds like. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Now the next part, basically when we came back around here, we've just started it over again, and we're going to have a little bit different ending than what we did before. So we ended it with the 4 3. From there, we're going to go back to the A string, and then 2 3s again on the A string, open on the D string, hammer on, and make sure you do the hammer on, and then open again on that twice. So just like the beginning, and then here comes the last part. So far, let me just show you what I have so far up until the very last part. Now we're ready for the last part. We're going to go 0 2, hammer on, and then 4 3s again, so we're going to do the up and down, because those are rapid fire, and then a quick hammer on, 2 on the D string, 0 2, and then here's your last part. The G string is now going to get 2 zeros, 2 opens. So the last part is hammer on the 2, 4 3s, 1 2 3 4, next string down, 0 2, hammer on, and then 2 open strings on the G string. So here we go. Okay, so that'll take a little bit of practice there to get that whole riff down, but I think you can do it. It's not real hard after a while. I think there's a good pattern that kind of follows. You should be able to do that. So that's basically the verses up until the chorus. Chorus is a little different than the verses. So I'm going to go over the chords for the verses in case you just want to strum and sing. So here we go. We're going to go G, C, D, C. Now, really the verses, it doesn't stray away from that at all. So if you want to strum it, you can just do 2 strums each, two like moderate strums. And if you want to do a little dot between each one, like a down up, a quick, like a 1, 2, and a 1, 2, and a, so it's like 1, 2, and a 1, 2, and a 1, 2. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. So that down up is pretty quick, and the other ones are fairly moderate. Down, 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 up, down, down, down. Okay, so G, have your G chord. Okay, so on to, and that's really all the verses are the same. It's just that G, C, D, C, pretty easy, and it's easy to remember too. So the chords for the chorus go G, C, G, C, G, C, D, C. And then you do it again, but it's a little bit different. G, C, G, C, G, C, and then we're going to go to D, and then you're going to put your little finger down on the 1st string 3rd fret. Okay? So, I'm going to play through the chorus and just let you hear it. So when he says, I'm a picker, grinner, lover, sinner, music in the sun, joker, smoker, midnight toker, get my love, and then you go to D. So it's a little busier of a strum. 1, 2, and a 1, 2, and a 1, 2, and a 1, 2, 2, So what you're going to work on first is the C part. You're going to do a hammer-on with your middle finger right here on the D string. When you play C, your middle finger, hammer on, and then 2 open G strings. And that's pretty quick, and if you just kind of get those last those two open G strings and you accidentally hit some of the other strings around it, that's probably okay. As long as you're kind of emphasizing right around there. Still sounds good to me, really. Alright, well, I hope that helped. Hope I broke everything down for you. Remember, if you want to try that in open tuning, it's going to sound a little different, but you could probably just follow what I showed you there, or try tuning your guitar down. You just want to tune everything down a whole step and just to the notes I showed you before. Alright, well, hope to see you next time.